So hi everyone, this is Mrs. Reynolds, and I am here with my professor, Dr. Herman, and she's going to introduce herself and kind of tell you a little bit about what she does and kind of how she's related to me. Okay.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Lynn Herman. I am an associate professor of public health and health education at Northern Illinois University, which is about 60 miles west of Chicago. And I teach our health promotion courses and our grad program and our undergraduate program in public health. So I'm kind of focusing more on the prevention end of things rather than working with people after they've been diagnosed and need more clinical care. We're trying to prevent that from happening in the first place.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So our first question is, what kind of work have you done in public health and how is that kind of tied in with health education?
Sure. So I have done work at Worksite Wellness. I've done health promotion work at a nonprofit organization and also a hospital setting in their health promotion unit. So everything has been related to health promotion. In general, for what I'm promoting, it's been physical activity and movement, nutritious eating, as well as mind-body balance and kind of being more mindful about your behaviors. In terms of health education, I've run various programs over the years that encourage movement, kind of like game-based health promotion. And then the other health education piece I've done is I actually ran a curriculum at a hospital, and it was about empowering young women to be themselves and love their bodies, and that was true health education in a hospital setting.
Okay, awesome. Okay. So what education was necessary for you to be able to do your job?
So for me, I started my undergrad in exercise science and psychology, so I double majored, and I knew I wanted to do both of those things, but at that point I hadn't heard about public health or health promotion as a degree program. And I ended up, when I was searching for master's programs, because I knew I wanted to be a professor, so I knew I wanted to educate in that setting ultimately. So and I was searching for master's programs, and I'm seeing exercise science, and I'm like, I just don't want to commit to just exercise because that's a piece of the puzzle, and I wanted to look at more of what was involved. So that's when I found public health promotion, and I pursued that for my master's degree, and then I got my doctorate in community health behavior with a kinesiology minor. They called it a minor. So yeah, I kind of went back to where I started ultimately. So I went full circle, kind of focusing, from undergrad individual level, and then went to the community level, and then how it all works together. So yeah, that's what I needed to do the job, which I have now as a professor.
Okay, awesome. Okay. And our next question is, what do you enjoy most about your job?
What I enjoy most is that every day is different. I do not have the same schedule every day. It is, whether I'm focusing on teaching or doing research or writing, community service for something in the university, every single day is different. I literally have my calendar ready because I like to write stuff down. So I'm writing down, keeping track. Otherwise, I would literally get lost. So yeah, that's my favorite part, is that it's so varied. And the other part that I love about my job is that I'm continually learning myself. I'm always like you said, with health education, like, what's the latest information? What's the data coming out? And then I have to be reactive and share that information and parse through it and find out what's relevant and share that. So yeah, I love that part too, is that I'm constantly learning myself.
Right. And that's what I enjoy about my job too.
Yeah.
I get to teach future people about this. So it's not just that you're focused on it, but you get to make little clones of yourself and go and do the same type of work, and you feel like you're making that much more of a difference.
Yes, exactly.
So what is your ultimate goal that you want to be able to achieve in your job?
So I think so in my job, there's a lot of things that I need to do to keep my job, such as get research publications and get certain teaching eval scores from the students and all that. But I think as I get farther and farther into my career, that stuff still matters, but I feel like I'm going back more and more to why I entered the field. So I'm still like maintaining the expectations for the job, but I'm going back to the heart of what got me here in the first place. And that's really exciting to me because that's what drives you, right? It's not what drives you isn't the day-to-day, like grading papers isn't a terribly exciting thing to do. I do it because it's part of my job and I have to assess, but I would rather do like, okay, what's exciting about health promotion and what's exciting about public health and how can I get other people excited about it? And that's like the key for me.
Okay, awesome. And what would you say is the hardest part about your job?
The hardest part about my job is it's also the part that I love about it. I love the variety, but also sometimes the variety can become kind of too much at certain times in the semester. Like last week, I was just at the World Congress on Public Health. And that was 4 days of me fully committing myself to, these virtual events. And oh my goodness, I got very behind on all the other stuff because I wasn't in the routine of doing it. So it's very easy to get off track and focus, or if I'm like working on a writing project and I have to mentally commit to the writing project and kind of finding that time in this busy schedule to fit stuff in. Yeah, that would be the hardest part.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I'm glad that you took your time to talk with us and to talk to our community, even though we are separated by, a couple thousand miles, that we are still able to kind of collaborate and kind of talk together about this. So I really appreciate you.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
Sure.